Hello, thank you for joining us on Population Timeline, the half-hour program which comes to you weekly from the National Population Commission, the Nigerian government agency that provides demographic data for national development. I am Nkechi Okeshola. Welcome.
National Population Commission, providing demographic data for national development.
I am glad to report that over the years, the two commissions have embarked on one of the most imaginative and extensive interagency collaborations in Nigeria in the area of delimitation of boundaries of electoral constituencies. Over the years, officials of the two commissions undertook a joint project to demarcate the boundaries of INEC's registration areas, or RAs, or wards, with NPC's enumeration areas, or EAs. This initiative is known as the RA/EAD project. The idea is to enable INEC to easily delimit and periodically review electoral constituencies based on the National Population Commission's figures wherever and whenever there is a new population census. This cannot be achieved without accurate population data. This is partly why no constituencies have been delimited in Nigeria since the last exercise carried out 25 years ago in 1996 by the defunct National Electoral Commission of Nigeria, NECON. Working together with the Population Commission, we are determined to make a difference this time around, just as we solved the problem of voter access to polling units in Nigeria. We have already prepared and produced a discussion paper on electoral constituencies in Nigeria, looking at the issues more broadly, including the imperative of a new population census.
Census Track is brought to you by the National Population Commission, the Nigerian government agency that provides demographic data for national development.
Ogun State in southwest Nigeria is the thrust of our first report. Chairman of the National Population Commission visited the state to garner more support for the trial census and the 2023 Population and Housing Census. During an advocacy visit to former President Olusegun Obasanjo, the Commission chairman disclosed that 1.5 million Nigerian youth will be recruited for the census in 2023 to give Nigeria accurate data for national planning.
You managed the entire census exercise in 2006. We've also contacted the former chairman, that is Samuela Danko-Makama. We've been sharing experiences with him. The radical departure is the use of high-end technology. And the questionnaire that we have put in place will be able to trace the internal and external migration of people. We also have the entire landscape using satellite imageries. You can pinpoint any part of the country and be able to examine what is going on there with a view to mitigating any problems there. So it will be good for the Surveyor General, it will be good for NIPOS to improve their system, it will be good for so many agencies that will tap resources from us and improve the system in the country. It's going to be transformational, sir. And we need your support. You are an opinion molder. If you say something, people believe you. So we want to have your buy-in to make sure that we conduct this census. Nigeria needs the data for planning, for policy making, and the international community also need it because we are part of the global community.
In his response, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo called on Nigerians to cooperate with the Commission in its task of conducting the census, adding that they should also accept the results. He therefore urged Nigerians to use the quality data generated by the Commission to plan for future generations.
The census should lead on to redemarcation of constituencies, which we have run away from since 2006. Yes, again, I don't know how long we will run away from it for. And we keep deceiving ourselves and lying to ourselves and running away from the truth. We must face the truth and deal with it. I believe that in a country like this, if we really want to build a united country, there are times when we have to face reality and say, this is the real position, and handle it and live with it. And I hope that we will be able to do this right. Look. And I pray that God will help you.
Amen. Thank you,
that you will be able to get it right.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
We must be able to know what we are, how we are, and where we are, and why we are. And then, if we know that, we will be able to do what is right to correct anomalies where anomalies are, to empower, to train, to educate, to give skill, and to make sure that tomorrow is better for every Nigerian, no matter where they are located, north or south, east or west. They are Nigerians that are adequately equipped to have a better life for themselves and make meaningful contribution for the development of this country. A Nigerian that is not educated, no matter what innate ability God has given him or her, cannot contribute maximally to the development of his own family, his own community, and his own country, not to talk of contributing to the development of Africa and indeed to humanity.
The Federal Commissioner representing Ogun State, Seyi Aderimokun Olusanya, spoke to journalists on the trial census.
And I must point out something that I'm really glad about this trial census, is that we have been able to engage thousands of youths. And in Ogun State, we were able to engage over 1,000 youths, which we kept busy, which we kept out of the street for over a month. We trained them, and they worked for us, and we paid them handsomely. This is one of the gains of census taking. And those people, we have their names in our database. When it is time for employment or all that, they be forced to be considered. When it is time for the Population Commission, they are among those that we will use. They have the experience now, they have the knowledge. They'll also be able to impact it on those that we're going to engage later.
At the Ogun State Government House in Abeokuta, the chairman was received by the Ogun State Governor, Dapo Abiodun. The chairman said the essence of the visit was to build strong partnership in the area of creation of public awareness and called for assistance in the areas of security, logistics and the mobilization of the people to ensure they are enumerated. He further requested the governor to appoint a special advisor on census matters to facilitate the mutual relationship between the commission and the government of Ogun State.
Finally, Excellency, it is my privilege first to thank you for giving us land in Ogun State for our state office, permanent state office building. And it's a privilege to inform you that the state has been selected as one of the 18 states that will benefit from the construction of a befitting state office. In fact, the Commission has awarded a contract in the sum of 111.99 million for the construction of the office, which will soon commence.
Contributing, the UNFPA country representative Ule Muela said conducting census after 16 years is a dream come true, following the increasing population of Nigeria. She further said UNFPA will support Nigeria in order to achieve quality data of international standard for Nigerians. In his response, the governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, assured the commission of his total support. He added it was not in the nation's best interest not to be aware of the population of its citizens. He said all hands should be on deck to support the commission conduct an accurate population and housing census in 2023.
The last exercise was conducted about maybe 16 years back. And we know that from all indications that our population has since exploded. And census is very fundamental to socio-economic planning. The data itself that arises thereof is very crucial to the provision of social services, provision of infrastructure, particularly in Nigeria where we have issues with transportation infrastructure, management of resources, both human resources and financial resources. And I think that cannot be overemphasized. It's not only important for this exercise, like Elizabeth remarked, it's not just important for it to be conducted, it's important for it to be credible, for it to be reliable, and for it to be very successful. I want to assure you that as a state government, we are looking forward to a very successful census exercise next year. Yaya Dirimo has been very aggressive. I want to say that. She would jack me up, even if you meet me, if it's in a party, she would pull me aside and say, we are going to that local government and I want to ask you that we need this support and that support, and she's so full of enthusiasm and she's very dedicated and committed.
The delegation from Abuja also paid homage to the paramount ruler of Egbaland, Adedotun and Gbadebo, where Nasir Isakwara appealed to traditional rulers to support all programs of the commission. The chairman emphasized that without data, government would find it difficult to plan and provide social amenities. Nigerians therefore should support the commission to achieve reliable data from the planned census. In his response, Oba Adedotun Gbadebo said data is important for planning and promised his continued support.
And you owe Mr. President a duty to add your own commission to some of the successes that he's going to claim when he leaves office next year. We all know the importance of planning. If you don't plan, you have already failed from the beginning. And we pray that in Nigeria of the future, will be more better than what we are having today. And the best way to start that future is to know how many are we. How many are the people going to school? How many are those who are supposed to go to school? So that we can plan for better schools, more hospitals, etc., etc. And by the grace of God, you will succeed. As you go around to do your dress rehearsal, all the areas where you are going to put emphasis, God will show you. God will assist you, so that by the time General Buhari leaves office, apart from the infrastructural development that he has brought this country, your own acceptable census, accepted by all Nigerians, will be what you are going to add to his successes.
The trial census was held in Shendam, Kwampan, Langtan North, Mangu, Bokos, Pankshin, Jos East, Bassa and Barking Ladi council areas of Plateau State. Federal Commissioner representing Plateau State, Cecilia Dapo, and the State Director, Pam, monitored the exercise in the locality of Kompanle in Mangu local government. At the office of the district head of Mangung, the federal commissioner thanked traditional rulers in Plateau State for proving to be worthy partners in activities of the National Population Commission and urged them to maintain the tempo ahead of the Population and Housing Census in April 2023. For the district head of Mangung, census is a very serious matter and all efforts were made to ensure successful conduct of the trial census.
The importance of census cannot be overemphasized. Census very necessary. A government should be able to know the people she has so as to prepare and then work amenities and some social programs that will cater for this number of people. So if the census is not conducted, some of these programs can be under, it can be of either, there can be under provision of items or programs that should help the people. But when you know exactly the number of people you have, you provide things that match the population. So it is very necessary. Census, very, very important.
Job Danladi Damushi, a resident of Mangung, said the outcome of the census should positively affect their livelihood as they want potable water supply and a good road that links them to Bokos. Similarly, Shadrach Rengsak told Population Timeline that he knows the relevance of census and pleaded that after the counting, fertilizer should be supplied to them to enhance their farming activities. Supervisors and enumerators spoke of unhindered access given by residents for interviews, which helped.
I have gone around all the ES under my supervision, and I've seen that people have been aware, they are aware of the exercise. The Honorable Commissioner has gone around the state, they have made jingles, they have gone through the radio, televisions and all that, all media sort of things like that to make sure people are aware. And when I got into the hinterland, that is inside the villages, I could see people leaving their farms, coming home to sit and wait for the exercise to kickstart.
Good is very unique exercise in the community as people coming out in order to answer the question from the officials that are here to interview them, and they respond to the question as they are supposed to.
The leadership of the National Population Commission attributed the successful conduct of the trial census in the state to collaboration from all partners and the good leadership provided from NPC headquarters in Abuja, in addition to commitment from the federal government.
The exercise have been smooth. They commenced the exercise as and when due, and the communities here have been very receptive. They have accepted the enumerators, accommodated them, and are cooperating from house to house as they enter to do this work. The families have been cooperating and answering our questions without any issues. And also the community have mobilized to enlighten her people, which is very good. This is making the work smooth.
Where we went when they were numbering the houses, the people received us. They are so aware. They were so excited, and we addressed the chiefs, and they showed us how excited they are, and from what I can see, they understand and they are owning the program. Here again, we are here. Since the people have agreed to stay from their work to be enumerated, I think it's a sign that they really understand what we are doing here. And their responses are quite good.
The trial census was conducted in 9 local governments of Borno State, and Population Timeline witnessed the exercise in Mafa and Jere council areas, with Issa Audu Boratai, the federal commissioner representing Borno State, leading the inspection team.
Yeah, we've covered 1, 2, 3 houses for now.
In which area?
In this area of Abdurrahman Tungula. Jere local government.
Okay. So what are your allowances? Have you been paid?
Yes, we have been paid for training allowances so far. Yes.
So no any problem?
No any problem.
Thank you.
Yes, the challenges we faced, it was during the building numbering and household listing. The cooperation was not so much, and we hardly located our EA, but we come over that. We overcome it.
Actually, for the past 3 days, we started our house listening in this area, and we did it adequately, and we don't even have any challenges. We don't face any challenges at all, and we did our work very clearly, no problem. Well cooperated. All the people, they support us, and we have all the adequate equipment and everything. The jacket, they supply us with the chalk for the numbering on the wall. They give us the umbrella. We use it in terms of the rain. For the 2 days, like there is in the morning, there is rain, so we use it, and it actually helps. And the enumeration also we started today, and we don't have any challenges at all or any difficulties.
Usman Mohammed, head of household, and Hawa Musa both related their experience during the questioning by enumerators, emphasizing that they were happy to have been enumerated as they know the value of census data. The Federal Commissioner, State Director and State Coordinator are optimistic despite the little hiccups along the way, which they see as lessons to be corrected ahead of the 2023 Population and Housing Census.
So far we have not recorded any challenges, except of course the report we are receiving from Gala, where throughout the night there was a BH attack. Field functionaries who were in Gala couldn't sleep, but luckily this morning everything is okay now, and we learned that the report we are receiving is that they have continued with the exercise and it's going on fine.
All the 9 local government areas, the exercise was taken off successfully. Each breed will be receiving a series of cooperation from both the locals, the traditional and the religious leaders, the political heads within the local government areas. They have all given us all the cooperation required the exercise is heat-free. It's on now.
We went to Mapa local government and Jere local government, and from what we have seen, really it was impressive. People are cooperating. People are, in fact, they are even waiting for us, for our functionaries to come and interview them.
And on that note, it's time to say goodbye. Do join us next week. I am Nkechi Okeshola.